Cancer, last but not least, thank you guys so much for being patient. And my sister is a Cancer. She's been like, I need a reading. I need a reading. And I've been so busy. So I'm going to have to tell her to look at this until I can get to her. But I appreciate you guys. I didn't hear not from one Cancer, not one that said, where's the reading? Where are you going to get this thing? Either y'all don't give a shit or you just have other shit that you're trying to do that you're like, I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'll see it when I see it. So Cancers, thank you for being patient. So of course next month I gotta go Libra first because that's our month. But after Libra, Cancers will be next. I promise you because y'all were so patient with me. So Cancers, this is gonna be your September 2019 reading. This was in between this deck and I thought I cleared it out. Same thing happened with Leo. There was a card that was stuck in. So for some of you, you could be signing contracts for something long term. This could be you could be buying a car or purchasing a car, signing some type of contract, an apartment, a house, land. For some of you, this may even be a business. Um, this is showing making long term plans and moving forward. So for some of you, this is bringing abundance in. You may be signing a contract with a company or filling out paperwork with a company. So let me go ahead and put this card down for my Cancers. So some of you may be moving, maybe getting some type of new place. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. I do feel, Cancer, that some of y'all may be coming up with a decision when it comes to love. Now, this could be either love or with a job, but I feel some more so love. Some of you could be dealing with a air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And some of you could also be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I'm also getting that there could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Cancers, I feel for some of you that y'all are struggling with the money. Like, where's the money? So your budget may be tight. You may be trying to figure things out. Maybe you're not getting enough hours at work or you feel like you need to pull in more hours. I feel like some of you may be trying to do that, but you could be tired. I also feel like some of you could be dealing with a court situation or a legal situation. This could have something to do with a settlement, or it could definitely be either a divorce. And if you're going through that, my condolences. I know it's not easy. Been there, done that. But I do feel for some of you, you could be going through something where you're ending something to start over. So some of you could either be going through a divorce, but for a few of you, I feel like it could be somebody that you're dealing with or you just started seeing they're going through a divorce. So Cancers, I feel like you may get some news that if you were kind of dating somebody who was separated and you're like, okay, so when are you going to be done? When is the marriage going to be over? When are you leaving her or him? When are you going to come be with me? And the person is saying, okay, we filed for divorce. The divorce should be final. So some of you are going to be getting some news that somebody you were dealing with that was still married is leaving their partner. And they could be leaving their partner for you. For some of you, be careful that you're not run into this person because I feel like they were seeing other people. So even though they're getting a divorce, you may have somebody who's coming out of a marriage that wants to play around before they settle down. So it won't apply to everybody, but if you know you're dealing with somebody with that energy, slow yourself down. Don't get yourself heartbroken behind it. All right. I feel for some of you, please check your car. You could have some issues going on with your car. This could be with your oil. I don't know if this is the check engine light that's coming on, but I get like a red little something that's lit up. So for some of you, this could be your check engine light, air pressure light, whatever that code is. Some of you, you definitely may need to get your oil changed. If you've been going against competition with trying to find a job, Cancer, I feel like a lot of you are going to find that you're winning out or you're getting some good news about a job. All right, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's put this down and shuffle. So we're going to be using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. We're going to be using the Angel Tarot, and then we're going to pull a couple of cards from the Tough Shit Tarot afterwards. Cancer, some of you, I feel like you feel being like you're being judged by people around you. This could be a mother figure, a mother, an aunt, a sister, an older sister. I feel like you may be feeling like you're being judged by some of the women in your life, whether you're a male or a female. Cancer, September 2019. Some of you, this literally could be going to court and dealing with a judge. So some of you may have some legal situation this month that you have to deal with, either this month or within the next 3 months. And I feel like you do have victory in it, but you may be feeling like you're judged by the people, the attorney or the judge in the case. If you don't feel comfortable with your attorney, you may want to go ahead and switch people. If you don't feel comfortable with the judge, I don't know if you can petition to have your case moved somewhere else. But for some of you, I feel like there's like this, something is not right with a legal situation that you're involved in. But I do feel like for a lot of you, there's victory with it. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All right, let's see. We have the Chariot. We have the Justice card. We have the Six of Coins. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. We have the Queen of Blades. We have the Five of Blades. We have the Knight of Blades. We have Three of Coins. We have Seven of Wands. We have King of Pentacles. We have Two of Blades. And then we have the Four of Blades. I'm going to have to check on my sister with all these air signs. I don't think we're having any problem. But there could be some conflicts with an air sign for some of you Cancers. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You may not be seeing eye to eye. You might be feeling neglected by this person. Or could be communication issues with an air sign person that you're dealing with. Cancer, September. Some of you, I feel like possibly could be finding yourself in the spotlight. Now, whether this is in a relationship, I feel like you may have a phone call from somebody that's like, my husband or my wife is leaving you, and I know it's you. So it might not be a positive spotlight, Cancer. But for some of you, there may be some recognition that comes your way. Let's see, one more time, Spirit. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All right. So we have the Empress. We have the Moon. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Three of Swords and one more. We have the Star card up. Recognition. Something is being found out, Cancer. All right, let's move it on up. Cancers, right off the bat, some of y'all are dealing with somebody who's married. Y'all dealing with somebody who's married. Either you don't want to see a problem with this or they don't want to see a problem with this, but something is going to be found out. So for some of you, if you are dealing with somebody who's married, you could either be finding out that they got their wife or the person that they with is pregnant, or their wife could be finding out that you're pregnant, or there could be some illumination to that there is another woman involved in the equation. So I feel like if you are dealing in an affair, either you're trying to pretend like there's no problem with what you're doing with this couple or this man or woman, or this woman or man or woman who's married is trying to feel like there's no problem going on in their relationship. Either way it goes, I should be saying that somebody is trying not to see problems in a relationship. So there's no judgment here, Cancers. I mean, things happen, but I feel for some of you, you could be getting caught up in a situation where either somebody is walking away from you because they're dealing with somebody else with this Three of Swords, and somebody doesn't want to see it. Two of Swords. I don't want to look at the problem. I don't want to address the problem, but there is a problem with the Three of Swords because there's a third party that is either interfering in your relationship or you're interfering in a third party relationship. You could be dealing with somebody who's married and they're not telling you that they're married. The Moon card is showing that there's a secret. So either somebody knows what's going on, but they're not telling the other person. They're keeping something secret or they're keeping something hidden. This could be a secret relationship that gets found out. Some of you may have fallen in love with a soulmate connection, but the soulmate connection may be with someone else. Of course, it will not apply to everybody. Some of you may be in a soulmate connection, but your partner is seeing somebody else. So I think Cancers, it could get complicated. Some of you may be having a problem with a child. You may want to check on your communication with this child, make sure everything is okay. But I feel like that there's a mother who, or either a mother figure who is not paying attention to something that is a problem. And this could be with a child. This could be cancers where I felt like some of y'all were feeling judged, and I wonder if this is where you're raising your children or you're raising your child, but you may have people telling you that you could do a better job, or they're making you feel inferior, or this could be you telling somebody else this. I feel like there is some conflict where you could be having some issues with somebody, and there's a mediator that is needed. Now, this could be going to court with somebody that you are divorcing with this Three of Swords, and they're kind of calling you out on your parenting. This could be somebody that's saying, look, you're not doing the right things for our children. And it could be just because they're angry that maybe there was some cheating involved, or this could be even you doing this to somebody else and saying, look, you're not doing right by our children and we got to go to court with this. So this could be child custody for some of you, not everybody, but it's either child custody or it could be child support. Whew. I definitely feel like if you are going through a divorce or ending a relationship, there is either going to be a mediation or talking to a lawyer or an attorney about this. Oh, hold up, you guys. This goddamn strapless bra. Y'all about to see me whip this thing off and just chunk it out to the side in a minute. I'm trying to hold on, Cancer, so don't be. If I do it and you see it come out, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. You won't be traumatized. I promise you. I'm going to do it in a way we women know how to do it. So, getting back, I digress. Getting back to the thing, some of you could definitely be dealing where there's a battle over money about a child support, child custody, or some of you could be having somebody that is poking at you because either you're walking away or moving on and they're using your kids against you, or vice versa. You could be using your kids against them. Some of you may be ending a relationship and finding out that you're pregnant. For a few of you, this could be pregnant for somebody else that is not your spouse, and that could be what causes the end of a relationship. Now, if you are a person that cannot have children, you're a male in this reading. For some of you, you could be trying to start some type of business, giving birth to a new idea or a new adventure, endeavor. And you may have people that are causing some type of problems with this. Maybe you're trying to get into a partnership and there's a third party that's working against you. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody, whether you can have children or not, that could be trying to cause problems in your relationship. Some of you may find out that there's another man or another woman, and that could be an issue. So Cancer, we're going to move on from that. But for some of y'all, it's going to connect because there is some cheating that's going on, whether this is you doing it or you're dealing with somebody else. For some of you, I feel like if this is the case, you could be pulling away. We got the Two of Swords twice, which means somebody doesn't want to acknowledge a problem. It's like, no, 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 no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Where is it at? Where did I just put the card? So for some of you, definitely, yeah, here we go. Some of y'all don't want to see a problem. Maybe some of y'all don't even want to compromise with a person. Some of y'all may know that something is going on with a friendship or a relationship, and it's like, no, 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 no. I don't want to see it. Let's stay in the moon phase. Whatever it is, let it stay hidden. So some of you may see something, but it's almost like, don't tell me about it. Don't bring it. It's almost like knowing somebody's cheating, but you have to see it to believe it. And as long as you don't see it, then you're okay. So some of you, there's a problem with people that you're dealing with, whether this is a romantic relationship or whether this is a friendship. Some of you are dealing with a problem that you don't want to see, and you may not want to take it on. I feel for some of you, there's conflict coming in, and it could be because you feel like you're forced to do something that you don't want to do. Maybe somebody is pushing you towards something and you don't want to deal with it. And maybe that's part of it, is that I'm just going to go along with the program so I don't have conflict. So some of you could be dealing with a work situation, a friendship situation, or a relationship where it's like, I don't want to see the issue. I'm just going to pretend like nothing is happening and I'm going to go along. But for some of you, I do see you're worried about it. And it could be because you don't want the conflict. And I think, Cancer, that may be your problem this month is that you have some conflict that is coming in, and maybe inadvertently you're put into it because of your association with somebody, but you don't want to deal with the problem. You're not speaking up. If you look at this face, this guy is cutting this woman's hair, and she's thinking, okay, he's cutting it too short, or he's doing something that I don't like. Even the dog in the background is looking like, what the fuck is he doing? What's going on? And the person sitting in the chair is thinking, okay, I should say something, but I'm not. I don't want the conflict. So some of you could be dealing with somebody that is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, who may be overbearing in your life. They may be trying to dominate you or get you to do things that you don't want to do, whether this is somebody that you work with or somebody you're in a relationship with or having a friendship with. And I feel for some of you, because of this energy and this conflict, that you're going to go into hermit mode. It's like, I'm tired. I don't want to deal with this. Whatever this is that's going on, this conflict with all these knives and all this stuff, I don't want to deal with it. So for some of you, you literally are saying, we're going to pretend that this problem isn't happening. I'm going to go into hermit mode, and I'm going to look the other way. I'm going on a spiritual journey, and when I come back, everything is going to be fixed. And for some of you, this may work. Some of you are literally moving on. It's like, I don't want the drama. I don't want to be involved with it. I'm going to turn my head and move on. So if you're dealing with people that are having issues and you're like, it ain't my problem, it won't be your problem, because you're going into hermit mode and you're venturing off. Some of you could be taking a vacation. You could be literally moving to get away from a situation, especially if you felt like you were caught in something where you had to defend yourself. So some of you could be looking at a phone call from a spouse, a boyfriend, or girlfriend, or from somebody else saying, well, I know what you're doing with my partner. The moon card, whatever was hidden is maybe coming to light. And some of you are like, you know what? Hold up, hold up. I don't, ain't me. Wasn't me. You didn't see me. I don't have anything to do with it. I'm going to defend myself and tell you that I had no part of whatever is going on. You do what you feel like you need to do, and I'm going to move on. I'm going into hermit mode. I'm not talking to you or the other people. So if you're caught up in conflict, I feel like a lot of you are like, no, not my shit, not my shit. I feel like a lot of you are going to try to focus in on your money or your career. And it could be because the end of a relationship or getting caught in a messy relationship or situation. I feel for some of you, it's like the Chariot card. You came back from this vacation, you're moving forward. Whatever is going on in this background, it's not my business anymore. I feel for some of you, you're moving where you're cutting, you're embodying, if this is not the person that you're dealing with, the Queen of Blades, you're cutting away BS. I don't want to deal with this anymore. For some of you, you could be having a conflict with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I feel more so Gemini and Libra. But for some of you, you could be having some type of conflict and you're moving forward. When you drop this and you cut away this bullshit, a lot of you are like, look, I'm not looking back. The Chariot card is showing you moving forward. And I feel for some of you, you're moving, if this was a relationship with an air sign, some of you are going to be moving towards somebody with more money. This could be connecting with a wealthier person. If you were dealing with somebody who was involved with other people, you may be moving away from that and finding somebody else, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. If this is not you meeting a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo person, some of you are embodying this energy where it's like, I'm going to be a workaholic. I'm going to focus in on my money. I'm not dealing with this relationship bullshit, that drama, whatever that stuff was. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm cutting myself away. I'm going into hermit mode and I'm going to focus on my work and my money. With the Three of Coins, could be working with other people, or you could be working on a project or a goal that you want to complete. With the Queen of Coins, we have somebody that could be starting their own business, putting their own energy into something. The Six of Coins could be somebody getting a loan or taking out a business loan to start their own business. Whatever it is, I feel like for some of you, you're going to make a connection with somebody who is as ambitious as you are. You could meet this person through work. You could end up working on a project with this person. They could be a mentor to you or you a mentor to them, and there's a connection that forms. You could even be thinking about starting a business with somebody and becoming a power couple, whether this is two men, two women, or whatever. I feel for some of you that you're going to be branching out into something that's going to bring you in some more money, open up opportunities for you. So for some of you, you could be thinking about going into a family business, but for some of you, you possibly are meeting a mate. that you connect with that's ambitious. We got Queen of Pentacles and we got King of Pentacles. These are two hardworking people and they're moving towards money. So if you were in a situation where you were stagnant, you were dealing with somebody who was wishy-washy, possibly married, I feel for some of you, you're coming out of that energy. You're connecting with somebody that has the same type of drive or ambition that you have. And the star card is showing that you're moving in the right direction with this person. Some of you, I feel like, could be ending a relationship or a business relationship or a friendship and connecting with somebody that is more ambitious or they're at least on your same page. And the star card is showing this is spirit guided. You're being guided towards this person or this person is being guided towards you. So there's something that's going to be opening up for you, Cancers, that brings in more financial security. And it could be working together. You're meeting a partner. Whether this is in a romantic sense or a business sense, you're meeting somebody where you're putting your heads together and you're building something together. And it has some longevity to it because we're seeing the star card, which is showing you moving towards something that has more success, happiness with it. So Cancer, I feel like with all that craziness that was going on at the beginning, for some of you, you may be walking away from the drama. A lot of you will not be caught up in that. And if that's not your stuff, be thankful that it's not your stuff. Some of you are in this phase. I'm all about my money. I'm connecting, I'm networking with people that want the same things that I want, that want to build on what I want to build on. We are making money together. We have opportunities coming in. This is a group of people that are really trying to pull in their resources. So this could be opportunities that are coming in to make additional money. This could be taking a loan out to start a business. This could be somebody loaning you money. That could be a friend or a husband or a spouse or a wife that is loaning you money to start a business. And the star card is showing you getting into something that is profitable. So some of you may want to branch out. You may be looking for something that opens up a new door with business for you. For some of you, I feel like you could be getting some type of settlement from a divorce or child support, and you could be using that um, to start a business. For some of you, unfortunately, I do feel like if you are going through a divorce, this conflict is dealing with somebody where there's some type of financial um, gain that needs to come to you. So for some of you, this could be alimony or child support. It's like, when is the money going to come in? Let me see. Because I feel like there's a mediator or somebody that needs to come in and help us out. We got conflict. We got somebody not wanting dealing with the problem. We got two people that are just arguing. And I feel like a lot of it is either arguing over children or arguing over money. It could be a business partnership that's dissolving and you're finding a different business partner. But it is showing whatever, for some of you, there's a lack of money. And then we have money coming in. And it could be because you're distracted. You may feel like you have arguments or distractions with people that are holding you back. And for some of you, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's either confused or you just feel confused about what they want. Like, where are they going? Some of you may have been in a relationship with somebody that you knew was married and you thought, oh, this is what we're doing. You give me a couple of dollars here, we see each other here and there, and now they're coming back and telling you, you know what, I think I'm getting a divorce. And you're like, what? What? This could even be this person telling this person that. It could be like, yeah, I'm leaving her. I'm leaving him. I want to be with you. We're going to ride out to the sunset and live a life together and have babies and do this and that. And this woman is like, what the fuck are you talking about? What? Leaving who? What? And you see the excitement on this person's face, and this person is like, what? So some of you literally may be having this conversation with somebody where they're excited and they're thinking, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. And you're looking at them like, no, 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 no. That's not what I want. Some of you may be pulling away from that energy. For some of you, you could be getting called out by somebody and you feel like you have to defend yourself. Maybe there was a problem you didn't want to see, but now you're realizing that there's a problem. And now I have to defend myself. And you may need a mediator, whether this is a lawyer or a judge, somebody to come in and help mediate this situation, mediate this problem. So some of you definitely could be dealing with a court situation. I just heard living environment. So for some of you, you could be in a living environment that is very hostile, very hot, where you have people in your business or they're constantly judging you and telling you what you need to do. and you want to get out of it. You want to move forward. You want to be like this Chariot card and move forward. So you could be dealing with, we got water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which could be you. We got air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and we got Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So some of you literally are having a problem with a air sign or a earth sign person. And there could be some judgment that is coming out with that. There could be arguments about money or about how you're living your life. I feel for some of you, if you work with this person, that you're going to be branching out and maybe moving on to something else. Either starting a business, going to a different place where it's more family oriented, or someplace where you feel like there's some growth. Cancer. I do feel like y'all are moving more towards money. So if you are in a hostile living environment, I feel like you're trying to get your money together so you can move out. If you're dealing with somebody and there's cheating or you're being unhappy, you find out about it, they find out about something you're doing, you're ready to move forward. For some of you, if you were dealing with somebody that was in a relationship and now they're coming to you telling you that I'm leaving and I want to be with you, and some of you are like, I don't know if that's what I want. So we got a few different variations on it, Cancer. But I feel for a lot of you that you may be moving towards more money focus. Like, I want to just focus on this. I don't want this other stuff that's going on. I want to move forward and close doors with people. And I feel for a lot of you, you are, just because you don't want the conflict of it. You didn't sign up for it, is what I get, Cancer. So let's see, Tough Shit Tarot. 2 cards for Cancer. 2 cards for Cancer Spirit. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. 2 cards for my people. All right. So one, we got, you've been caught in a battle of blame and self-victimization that is keeping you stuck. Learn to accept and forgive your mistake in order to feel a sense of freedom you've been longing for. Some of you may have got involved in a relationship that you thought was going to be good, and now the person is making you feel some kind of way about it. Whether this is you dealing with somebody who's cheating and now you don't know if you should walk away because you become codependent on the person, or either you were in a relationship and you found out that the person was married and you're like, okay, now we're in this relationship, I don't feel like I want to walk away that quick. Or somebody could be saying, I'm leaving my relationship to be with you, and you're like, okay, that's not what I wanted. It's showing for some of you that there was a mistake that could have been made and you're trying to go ahead and correct it. And for some of you, I feel like there's confusion about correcting this mistake because there's a feeling of, do I leave? Do I stay? If there is a marriage that imploded because maybe of your involvement, some of you may be feeling the blame for this. Or vice versa, somebody could be trying to reach out to you because they caused problems in your relationship. And it is showing that there's forgiveness that needs to be given to yourself and to other people so that you can move on. The next one is your constant constranticism is a source of physical illness in your body. Try opening your mind to something you never believed or could accept, and you will experience a positive body change. For some of you, you may be feeling judged to the point of it making you sick. You may be feeling like, I have to be perfect. I have to act a certain way. I have to be seen a certain way. Some of you may not be true to yourself or being authentic to yourself, and it could be making you sick. Your immune system could be compromised where you're catching cold easily, you're getting headaches easily, and it's because you're trying to live up to other people's expectations. Some of you may be feeling like you're caught in a cycle where you have to be what other people want you to be so that they can be happy, and maybe you're not happy with this. And Spirit is showing some of you may be having health issues because of it. I get digestive health, like either you're constipated or there's certain foods that you eat that you're not processing. And I get like it's irritable bowel syndrome or a nervous type of stomach, where it means that you're just having some type of anxiety. So Cancer, some of y'all could be dealing with an anxiety, and that's why this conflict is like, I don't want to deal with it. I can't deal with it. It's stressing me out. It's causing an ulcer. I don't want to deal with whatever is going on. And it could be because it's affecting your health. But for some of you, if you don't deal with the problem, you're going to keep having health issues that are going to keep coming at you. So if you have to cut away somebody or walk away from a situation, Cancer, it's probably best that you do it, or it could end you up in a hospital behind the stress, and you don't need it. You don't need it. If you can't deal with the conflict, don't want to deal with the conflict, cut it off, move forward, wish the person the best, and move on. Chariot card is showing for a lot of you, that's what you want to do anyway. And you want to focus in on your money and get in a foundation. And some of you are going to get lucky and find somebody that is your connection, that's your partner, where we can come together and it's not all this conflict. It just kind of comes together, Cancer. So I wish you guys the best. I love you much.